makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long I've been on ya.
And welcome back, everybody. Matt Vasgersian prepping you for tonight's AAA PCL action. But before we get to the ball game, let's have a look at the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Number 2 will be our man to watch, having signed only a one-year deal with this organization during the offseason. For whatever reason, the two sides couldn't come to any kind of long-term agreement, so we'll have to go through the contract process again after the year.
Well, you know, you hear a lot about players wanting that security of a long-term contract, but sometimes it is in their best interest to sign a one-year deal. I mean, think about it. You can drive your price tag up even higher if you have a monster year, and a lot of players will do just that, and they'll use it as their motivation to play. And it can be a good thing for an organization as well. Typically, one-year deals aren't that expensive, and they give that team a chance to see how this player is going to develop.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show.
Hey guys, what is going on? It is TheSportsMaster, and we're back for another episode of my MLB 15 The Show, Johnny Manziel, Road to the Show. Of course, in the last episode, we finished up the 2014 season. Of course, this carrying over from MLB 14 The Show, we started it. And so this is the start of the 2015 season, of course, as is said in the intro from Matt Vasgersian, that we signed a one-year deal with our Arizona Diamondbacks. Of course, we are in their AAA Reno Aces. And so we're just going to see how close it'll take, of course, in this version of things. Didi Gregorius is still in Arizona, as he wasn't traded because that didn't happen until MLB 15 The Show, and this was carried over from 14 The Show. I've explained it too many times that I can remember. But anyway, we're still hoping, as Didi is only a 676 with a C potential, and we're in the high 60s with a B potential. Hopefully Johnny will get called up or traded or something this year and be in the major leagues. Now I am, in the next couple of episodes, it won't be the next one, but the one after that, the third episode of the 2015 season, I am going to get the 2-time multiplier for the points, because I never really knew how to add, use your stubs to get points or the multipliers. And I've been playing a lot of MLB 15 The Show since it came out. Not only those games in my series, about 20 games in the Braves franchise, but I've also played, I had a Yankees franchise that I played every game for about 50 games. I've had another Braves franchise where I played a month before the OSFM rosters comes out, and then I've recently got another Braves franchise where I played about 3 weeks, and then a couple other little franchises that I've just been messing around with. So all in all, I've probably played over 100 games of franchise mode. So I have a ton of stubs. So the maximum stub you can do at one point, which is 150 innings for a pitcher and 120 games for a player, which is 2-time multiplier, so it doubles all your points. It's 5,000 stubs, 5,500 stubs, and I have 27,000 stubs. So theoretically, I could do it 2 or 3 times for both Johnny Manziel and Drew Zimmerman. So that'll be coming up in the next couple of episodes. But hopefully, Johnny's going to be able to get there this year with or without the stubs. So we're still playing in Reno, trying to get our stats up, and Reno isn't doing that well. This is the first month of the season. About the first 3 weeks, Johnny's doing average. You see that at first game of the season, he got a single, and then he reached on an error, but it's just classic Johnny, what we did the last 6 episodes of the 2014 season. He's very streaky. He'll have some games where he'll go 3 for 4 with 2 triples and a double, and they'll have some games where he'll go 0 for 5, and they'll have a game where he goes 1 for 4 with a single. So he's very streaky. He's not consistent. And I think that's part of the reason the Diamondbacks were hesitating. Now, I halfway expected, even though we were only offered a AAA contract, normally, if you had been in AAA, you'd get a call to spring training, but we did not get an invite to spring training. So we didn't go to spring training, we reported straight to Reno. So that was pretty disappointing. Because half of the time when you get a AAA contract, they end up calling you to spring training, starting in the major league. So I halfway expected that to occur, but it did not, so I was pretty disappointed. But Johnny's still trudging it out. He doesn't want to return to football. just yet. He wants to see if he can make it in the major leagues, especially now that Josh McCown is still in his spot as the Cleveland Browns quarterback. But as you see, Manziel trying to play his game, trying to get those hits into the hole, using his famous Johnny Manziel speed and agility to leg out some singles and get some stolen bases. And so all in all, it's been a decent Johnny Manziel episode. As I said, he's been kind of streaky. This has been one of his cold streaks where he just goes 1 for 4. He hasn't had the worst start of the season, not the best start. Of course, I think he's been adjusting to AAA because he was really struggling the first half of last year in AA and in AAA. He struggled a lot in AA, and then he was able to turn it up a little bit for about 3 weeks and then get caught up in AAA. Then he struggled a ton in AAA. He really couldn't start hitting above 220, and then he started heating up in the last half of the season, or the last month of the season. So we'll see if Manziel can carry over that momentum from the 2014 season and get called up within the next couple of episodes. So rounding out the episode here, we'll see if Reno can come away with a win at home in front of their home crowd. They're leading 3-1 at the top of the 6th. Manziel, he's got the fielding down pat. He was struggling going back to the shortstop position when he first got drafted, but he's completely fine now. You won't see him make many errors. He's still trying to get those ground balls working. He's making solid contact, not striking out a lot, but he's getting a lot of first pitch ground outs. He's really wanting to hit the ball. So in the bottom of the 8th, 4-1 Reno trying to tack on, and that one is hit high in the air to left. But that will be caught, and that will pretty much do it for this episode of Johnny Manziel. He got a couple hits, didn't really do anything spectacular. Best hit was a double that he got out trying to stretch it into a triple. But anyway, that will do it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Feedback is always appreciated, good or bad. I love interacting with you guys. Follow me on Twitter. There's a link in the description below. Anyway, you guys are truly awesome. Have a great day, guys. SportsMaster out. Peace.
2-1. That is into left field. Cespedes giving chase. Not going to get there. It falls in. Kendrick on his way to third.